is there a fear
Certainly.
by what Russia's next move might be? You're right to point out that Ukraine at the moment appears to and is winning this war, but there could be an underestimation on the other side. Does anyone really expect Russia to stop, admit defeat? And what about the fears that this could escalate to nuclear?
Well, nuclear warfare is something that should scare us all. And if anyone watched Vladimir Putin's speech on Friday, it was a rambling affair where he listed all types of grievances from the 1600s against the West all the way through to today.
That was terrifying.
And he certainly...
Wouldn't you agree?
It was. And it absolutely was. And he talked about nuclear weapons once again. And when he discussed the United States as the only country in the world that's ever used nuclear weapons in 1945, 77 years ago, he didn't condemn it. He cited it as precedent. And so the idea that Putin would never use nuclear weapons, we certainly could never say that. I spoke to John Bolton, former National Security Advisor to Donald Trump. Now, he said he doesn't think Putin's quite there yet, but through the annexations, he's closer than he's ever been. And in his words, if Putin were to do it, it'd be signing his own suicide note. So if Putin escalates to nuclear warfare, all bets would be off at that point. Now, of course, we should hope that it never comes to that. But as he gets increasingly cornered, as he continues to lose ground, it's certainly something that he may be contemplating. But another thing that we should be considering is that we can't be 100% certain that Russian forces inside would take that order. People inside Russia around Putin know that that's insane. And so to be launching nuclear weapons, it's unthinkable. And so, we've got to hope that cooler heads prevail and that Ukraine can be allowed to win. Because what Putin's trying to do here, through yet more bluffing, is try to get himself out of this huge Ukrainian failure. He gambled and lost, and now he wants to double down through nuclear threats, and we can't back down to those threats, because if we do, essentially that opens the door to him using these threats once again, but it opens the door to other dictators like Xi Jinping, who's watching very closely.